Good morning, my name is Batchen, and I created my method. It's a survival kit for working in the digital era. The reason we need to be survived is because in the past 10 years we've been bombarded with an enormous amount of communications and notifications, and all of a sudden we have to be available all the time. And this is a new thing that happened in the world. It's the information era that we all have to now confront and deal with. And that's why we need new tools and new tactics to confront with it. So this is a new reality that we didn't have when we were all in our 20s maybe. We were working in a different environment and everything was on a different pace. And all of a sudden it exploded in 2007 when Steve Jobs introduced the smartphone and our lives changed. So now everyone here around the table, from what I heard, feels he's overwhelmed, so know that this is not your fault. This is Silicon Valley's fault. And we are just the victims here. So if that makes you feel any better about yourself, it should. Feel free to interrupt, ask anything, and we're in a small group, so that's great to get the maximum out of the time that we're going to spend together. So the reason I started teaching, 2 years ago, I started teaching my method is because I found out that in the past 10 years, although life has become so hectic, I've been able to achieve a lot of my business goals and personal goals. So this is a list. It's not even full. There are several things that I left out. But if you'll read through it later, because it's a long list, you will see that in addition for doing all kinds of business initiatives and doing all kinds of my personal goals that I've achieved, but I also make sure I always have time for leisure, for sports, for thinking, for contemplating, for relaxing, for yoga, for meditation. Okay, so it's not just taking care of real estate and making sure I have an investment portfolio, which is a great goal of its own. It's not worth it if I don't sleep enough, if I don't have time to think. Okay, so these are the things that I care most for, and the fact that I was able to have a very balanced workday and achieve all of that together got me thinking that I might have a gift here that should be shared so other people can have a relaxed state of mind, but very productive at the same time.